Hi, in this video we're going to show you a nice tool you could use to convert images to other formats in bulk. So it's called a batch image converter. So all you need to do is download it and install it. And they actually have a portable version if you don't want to install anything and just run the executable. So I have the installable one here. So I'm going to open it up. So they have a free/trial version. So if you're using that, you're going to see this nag screen here when you open it up. And then you could buy it for $19 if you really like it, and then you can enter your key and you won't have to worry about this. And then if you do buy it, you'll get lifetime free updates and actually be able to use it for commercial purposes, where the free version you're not supposed to use it for commercial purposes. So we're going to click on continue here. So it's very easy to use. You could either add files manually or add a folder which will add all the files within that folder. So let's say I add this Hawaii folder here, drag it in there, or you could click on the button and browse to it. You can see it adds all the files there. And we have the name and their size down the list like there, and it shows you the path. And then you can clear the list if you want, or delete them as well. So let's say we don't want this one here. That one's gone out of the list. It's not going to delete the file, but it's going to take it out of the list. All right, then if you go to the options here, you can pick your format. So right now they're already JPEG. So we're going to convert them to, let's say, PNG. And you can see the option changes depending on what version you're using here. You know, if you want to change the quality for different versions, and so on. All right, let's just do a basic PNG conversion, and then you can either have them be converted and put in the same folder as the original, or you can make a new folder. So I have this folder here called converted, so I'm going to have them put in there. All right, so once you have your options set, just click on process. And so it doesn't take long. Of course, it's going to depend on how many pictures you have in there. You can see them being added there. All right, so it did 35 files in 20 seconds, so that's pretty good. You could open the folder from here, or you could just go to your folder. Now you can see we have all of our pictures here, but they are PNGs instead of JPEGs. All right, so now let's say we want to do another folder. Let's say we wanted to add them to it. We could just drag this folder in. Now you can see it added that folder's contents along with our other ones. And if you don't want to do that, we can just clear the list and add this separately. All right, so this time, let's convert them to PDFs, which is a nice option to have, and we'll make them grayscale. All right, so it only took a couple seconds there for 7 files. Let's open the folder. So we have them in the same folder here. So here are our PDFs. You can see they've been converted to grayscale, or black and white. All right, so let's take a look at some of the other options here. So you can see there are plenty of file types to choose from. And then, like I said, depending on what option you pick, you're going to have potentially some other options there. All right, so as you can see, it's very simple and easy to use, and it does a really good job, and it's really fast when it converts your images. All right, so I will put a link in the description where you could download Batch Image Converter, and you could try it out for yourself. All right, thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe.